Hey guys, welcome back. Happy New Year. I haven't really officially said Happy New Year. I've never ever done this on my channel before, but I really enjoy watching these types of videos. Somebody actually requested that I do this type of video before, but I wasn't really sure what to talk about. I was kind of remembering things that have happened and stuff like that, and some stories that I wanted to share. So for today's video, I decided to do my very first story time. The reason why I wanted to share this story is because I think about it a lot. It's kind of an inside joke with me and my husband, and not too many people know about it really. But now that I look back at it, it's funny, but at the time I was terrified, I was scared, and up until maybe last year, I was a bit traumatized. But anyway, let me go ahead and get into the story so you know what the heck I'm talking about. Okay, so this was back in 2008. My husband had just moved back to California. He was in the military and he was stationed back out in California. We used to do a lot of back and forth. It was basically a long distance relationship. So for his birthday that year, for his gift, I decided to take him on a cruise. So I booked us a cruise for a couple of days. Actually, I think it was 5 days. And it was really cheap. I actually got a really good deal on it. So yeah, that was his birthday present, right? So we left from San Diego, and then we went to Cabo and to Ensenada, which are both located in Mexico. So for the first day, you kind of get on the ship and you basically just ride the ship for a day, and then they stop at their first port. You stay there for a few hours, you get off, and then towards the late afternoon you get back on, and then you're back on the water. So our first stop was Cabo, and we were really excited because one, we've never had a vacation together, and we're really excited to just be on a ship because we had never been on a cruise either. So this was kind of a lot of firsts for us. So we get to Cabo, and whenever you're getting off, whenever you stop, they always tell you, or they have okay, so whenever you can go snorkeling, you can go parasailing, you can go ride the four-wheelers on the beach and stuff like that, and they have a list of, I guess, vendors that they have done business with before, that they recommend, that they know are legit. So they have that, and then they tell you, or they told us, if you see any other ones, that might be cheaper, we don't suggest that you do that, but if you do it, it's kind of you're on your own kind of thing. We were planning on going to one of the bars there, the Cabo, it's Cabo Wabo bar or something like that. And then we wanted to try snorkeling because I had done snorkeling way back when I was little. I'm still little, but when I was younger, I was probably about 10 or 11, and I did a little bit of snorkeling. And I couldn't remember exactly how the experience went back then, but it wasn't bad because I decided I wanted to do it again, so I know it wasn't bad. I think snorkeling was $80 with the vendor that the cruise line recommended, and we're just dang, $80, I mean, that's a lot of money per person just to go look at the bottom of the ocean. I don't understand. So we get off the ship and we're doing a little bit of walking around and kind of just sightseeing or whatever, and we stop at this booth, and this booth has snorkeling for $40 a person. So we're duh, we could get, both of us can do it for the price of the one that they were recommending. So we're it's snorkeling, how hard can it be, right? So in the past experience that I've had when we went snorkeling, you get on a boat with a group of people and you kind of go out to the middle of the ocean where there's no waves, it's really calm, and you have an instructor or at least somebody there to kind of guide you and tell you where not to go, what to look for, and stuff like that. So I remember doing that the first time that I went snorkeling. So I pretty much thought it was going to be the exact same thing. Well, it wasn't. Okay, so we get on this boat and they take us around like these rocks and stuff or whatever, and they just kind of drop us off on the other side of the beach. And I'm like, okay. So basically it's like you get off here and you do your own thing and we'll be back in a couple of hours. So I'm like, okay, all right, weird, but okay. We're on the beach and you kind of have to like swim out to the area where you want to snorkel. I should have known better. So, okay, so my husband and I, which we weren't married at the time, but we're going out to the water and these waves are just coming back and pushing us back out. And I mean, you're like trying to walk out, and as soon as you get to a certain point, here comes the wave and it's crashing down on you and pushing you back out, but then it's also bringing you back in. Oh my God. So I'm like, okay, maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I'll just sit on the beach and just hang out. And my husband's like, no, come on, let's go, come on. We already paid for it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. So I'm trying to get out into like past the waves, and I just can't get past the waves. Like I can't. So I'm being pulled in, pushed out, pulled in, pushed out. And if you've ever been stuck, like if you've just ever been stuck in a wave, you know how hard it is to fight against the water. Like you're trying to go one way and the water's pushing you the other way. And well, it wore me out and I couldn't get past the dang wave. I kept getting pulled in and pushed out and pulled in and pushed out, but it wasn't giving me enough time to like touch the bottom of the ocean or anything. I couldn't swim out of it because the waves were so strong. It just like I was exhausted and I couldn't get out of it. Like I was just stuck there. I was freaking drowning. Like literally I was drowning. I mean, I was like, okay, this is it. I'm gonna die. Goodbye. I love you, you know, bye. This is it. I'm dead. I literally thought that I was gonna freaking drown because I could not get out of that break. It just was, I couldn't fight it. I wasn't strong enough to swim out of it or get out of it or anything. So I just remember saying, you know what, this is it. And I gave up. Like I stopped fighting it. I stopped trying. I just kind of like let it go. And I'm like, this is it. I'm done. And I remember, I mean, my eyes were closed, but I remember like just kind of like clearing my mind. And then all of a sudden I felt a hand, somebody grabbed me and pulled me out. I was so freaking scared. And I thought it was my husband, and it wasn't even my husband. It was like, I guess somebody local, somebody saw that I was like struggling and, you know, just about to drown, and they pulled me out of the water. And my husband was on the beach, just kind of watching me. I think he really didn't know what to do, or I don't know what he was thinking. And honestly, that probably isn't even what happened. I just kind of remember that. That's the first thing I saw when I was pulled out of the water. So that probably really wasn't, like, it's not 100% accurate, but that's how I remember it. So this guy like pulled me out, and I was so freaking grateful. I was like, thank you so much. And he's like, you know, no problem, you know, just be careful. And I'm just like, forget this, I'm not getting back in this water. So I remember walking out of there and my whole body was shaking and I was just like out of breath and I was scared, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not getting back in the water. And my husband was like, well, you know, I still want to go. And I'm like, well, go ahead. I'm like, no. I was like, you go have fun, you get in there. I mean, he can swim. He's a much better swimmer than I am. I mean, I'm like not a good swimmer. I mean, I can swim, but in the ocean and the waters and waves and stuff, that's not my thing. I cannot do that. I like the more still water, you know, like in a pool. no more than like 5 feet. So I can still touch the ground. I get out of the water, kind of calm myself down, and then I see a guy with a cooler and a sign that says 3 Coronas, $10. So I walk my little butt over there, get me 3 Coronas, and I drink 2 of them, and then I save the other one for my husband because I'm like, okay, I need to calm down. I need to drink something. I'm freaking scared. I almost died. What the hell? So I'm just like, So I drank 2 of those 3 beers, and I watched my husband snorkel from afar, and he had a good time, and I just kind of sat there and relaxed and waited for the boat to come back and pick us up because I was like, hell no. That is the time that I almost drowned in Mexico. It was a lovely vacation. If you go on a cruise, make sure that if you don't know how to swim, or if you're not like the best swimmer, you go with the people that they recommend, because cheaper isn't always better. Just wanted to share that story with you guys, to kind of make this like a pretty good, I think it's a good story, so I wanted you guys to be entertained. I like watching these kind of videos, so I figured I'd do one for myself since I had a story to tell. But yeah, let me know if this is something that you want to see more often on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed my story time. Happy New Year, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.